Hey designers! Welcome back. If you're just getting started with Figma or design in general, this video is for you. Today we are talking about typography. That's the art and technique of arranging text. Yes, fonts and text may look simple, but they have a huge impact on how users feel and interact with your product. Let's start from the very basics, and I promise, by the end of this video, you will know how to use typography like a pro in Figma. Typography means everything related to how text is shown in your design. That includes the font you choose, the size of the letters, the spacing between lines, and even the alignment. Typography can make a huge impact on your design. Check this example. The words, "I will find you," can feel completely different depending on the font. That's the power of typography. It completely changes how a message feels, even when the words stay the same. So, choosing a font that matches your design style is one of the most important things in typography. The right font doesn't just look good, it helps communicate the mood, tone, and message of your design clearly. Imagine you open a website with tiny text that's hard to read. You will probably leave, right? Or if a mobile app uses too many different fonts, it looks messy and unprofessional. That's why typography is so important. It helps you communicate clearly, guide users, and make your design look neat and modern. In UI/UX design, good typography improves both usability and aesthetics. So let's go. To add text, simply press the T key on your keyboard, or click the text tool in the toolbar. Click anywhere on the canvas and type something, let's say, "Welcome to my app." On the right-hand panel, you'll see options to change the font, the size, the weight, and more. This is where we will explore typography settings. In this drop-down we can change the font family. Font family means the style of text, like Roboto, Inter. Stick to simple fonts in UI design, they are easier to read, especially on small screens. Next is font weight. This controls how thick or bold your text looks. Light, regular, medium, semi-bold, bold, these give you visual hierarchy. Use bolder text for titles and headings. This is the size of your text. Usually, body text is around 16 pixels, and headings are larger, like 24, 32, or 48 pixels, but always think about where your design will be used. For mobile, you may need slightly larger text for easy reading. This is line height, which is the vertical space between lines of text. If it's too tight, the text becomes hard to read. If it's too loose, it looks disconnected. A good rule is to set line height at 120% to 150% of your font size. So if your font size is 16 pixels, a good line height is around 20 to 24 pixels. Letter spacing, also called tracking, is the space between letters. Usually, you don't need to change this unless it looks too tight or you're designing for a special style, like logos or uppercase headings. This is where you choose if the text is aligned left, center, or right. In UI design, left alignment is the most readable, especially for longer paragraphs. Text vertical alignment. This controls where the text sits inside a text box vertically. Top means the text will start at the top edge of the box, middle centers the text vertically in the box, great for buttons or labels, bottom pushes the text to the bottom of the text box. This setting is useful when your text is inside a fixed height container and you want to control positioning precisely. Click on the small icon with two sliders next to the vertical alignment option. This will open a menu with more advanced typography settings. Here, you will find options like text case, underline, strike-through, vertical trim, list styles, paragraph spacing, and truncate text. Take some time to explore each of these. They are all really useful, especially when working on detailed UI layouts. Vertical trim removes the extra space above and below your text so it aligns more precisely with other elements. Great for keeping text blocks tightly aligned in layouts. List style adds bullet points or numbered lists to your text, just like in documents. Useful when designing feature lists, FAQs, or instructions. Paragraph spacing controls the space between paragraphs, not lines. Helps separate blocks of text clearly without adding extra line breaks. Truncate text cuts off long text with an ellipsis when it doesn't fit inside the text box. Ideal for cards, previews, or anywhere space is limited. In the Details tab, you will find even more typography settings, like paragraph indentation, lettercase options, subscript, superscript, and a few others. These give you extra control when you need to fine-tune your text. And right next to that, you will see the Variables tab. It has another few more options. To save time and keep things consistent, we use text styles. Let me show you. Before that, I will add few different text styles before creating the styles. Select your text, set your font, size, line height, and spacing, then click on the 4-dot icon in the typography section and click on plus button to create styles. Give it a name, like H1 heading large or body paragraph. Now you can apply this style to any text in your project, and if you ever need to change the font or size later, just update the style and it will apply everywhere automatically. With /, we can arrange them into groups like this. I will show you by adding more styles. Headings /H1 semi-bold. Create style. See, we can group them. I will quickly add more styles to show you how to divide it by groups. See, we can arrange them precisely, and if you want to change the font or size later, just update the style and it will apply everywhere automatically. Here's a quick bonus tip. There's a really helpful Figma plugin called Typescales. You can use it to automatically generate a full set of text styles, like headings, subheadings, and body text, all based on a proper scale. It saves a ton of time and helps you follow consistent typography rules. Let me show you how it works. Click on Generate and it gives you text styles in a second. Now let's take it a step further. I'm going to make a few fine-tuning changes to this text. These small adjustments might seem minor, but they can make your typography feel much more polished and professional. Select first 6 lines by holding Shift key plus Control key to rename them. Open Rename panel by pressing Ctrl+R. Now, give them a name, type $N, it will give us H1 to H6 headings. Also, don't forget to rename the other text styles as well, so everything stays organized and easy to manage later. Now, I create bolder versions for these styles. For that, select the main frame and hit Enter key to select all the child layers. Super, and I'm gonna change the font family to Poppins. Duplicate all the text layers and change font weight to semi-bold. To rename all the duplicated layers, click Current Name and type semi-bold. Now I'm going to move the semi-bold text styles into a new frame to keep things organized, and I will also rename the main frames for better clarity. Next, I'm going to duplicate the frame with the regular font styles and use it to create the bold version of the text styles. I will make the necessary changes like adjusting the font weight, and then repeat the same steps we did earlier to keep everything consistent. Now we are going to create the text styles using a plugin called Typescales Generator. But before we run the plugin, it's important to make sure all the text layers are arranged inside a single frame. If they are spread across multiple frames, the plugin will treat them as completely separate styles, which can lead to a messy and unorganized style panel. So I will take a moment to organize them neatly, placing all the H1 versions together, then H2, and so on, to keep everything well structured and consistent. Okay, now we use the Typescales Generator plugin to quickly turn all of these text layers into reusable styles, and it only takes a second. To do that, make sure to select the frame containing all your text before opening the plugin. That's important because as soon as the plugin opens, it will instantly generate text styles based on the selected frame. Just like that, we have generated all the text styles in seconds. One quick tip, use a / instead of a dash when naming your styles. This will automatically organize them into folders in your design system, making everything much easier to find and manage later. Now, here's another bonus tip. If you want to create a clean, visual documentation of your text styles, you can use a plugin called Typography Style Guide. Just open the plugin, and it will automatically generate a full typography guide using all the text styles in your project, perfect for sharing with your team or keeping your design system well documented. Well, in this part we covered the basics of typography and how to create and organize text styles. In the next video, we will discuss how to apply variables to your typography for even more consistency and control. Until then, thanks for watching, and goodbye for now.